My name is Ray Pegler, and what is up? My name is Ray, and currently I'm on the way to buy a Charizard, a specific kind of Charizard. I'll put it up here so you can see it. So I've recently decided to go into selling Pokemon cards as a side hustle. I've collected and I've done some things to get my collection up to this point, but I've never really utilized it as a true side hustle where I focus attention, time, and effort onto this. Now, I also own a successful service repair company down in Florida. So, and by successful, I mean that we make enough money to cover lifestyle and living expenses. I have a bit more free time, some financial money that's coming in, and I'm going to allocate, it's starting off, I figured $1,000 a month to put into buying inventory, using all of the skills that I've learned in business to really sort of fast track this, and then to share with people how they can go out here and do this as well. But I wanted to start by documenting my journey. I'll show more of my collection and some stuff that I've already got at the house, and we do this with our family and stuff too. But primarily I'm an entrepreneur and I love business, but I have a very big passion for Pokemon cards. Now, it's important for me on this journey to actually start building the sets that I want. So I think of these more as like legacy sets. So as I go throughout this journey, I'm really going to be focused in on building all of the sets that I want. Right now I want the base set. I would love I think the dream set for me would be all PSA 10 first edition, the base sets out there. We'll have to see how close I can get to that while I'm here, but that's what I'm going to be shooting for, is getting one of those done. And then just master sets, but also getting a really nice Pokédex of all of the Pokemon and a really cool card for each one inside of it. So amongst that, I'll be doing TCG. I really love systems and processes, so getting to the exact strategy of how I can utilize my time, because is once you understand, when you get a little bit higher up in business, a lot of times we're trading our time for money. So instead of me trading my time for money on this, I'll be trading my time for passion, because this isn't necessarily to make money. However, it will make a lot of money because I just understand how to do that. So what I mean is I'm just going to set up a flywheel. So my service company pays me to have seed money, investment money into this I'm calling it the PokéPo Asset Co. And I'm going to put money into that. I'm going to buy cards, and then I'm going to sell them in various ways, different types of strategies. And I'm going to test out all the strategies, the formulas, how I build businesses, how I share with other people how they build successful businesses. I've probably advised over 24 other business owners who now go out and they make a lot of money themselves. I teach people how to make $50,000 a month, and with that $50,000 a month, you can then allocate a portion to pay for yourself and your lifestyle living expenses, while the rest pays for your company. It's great to have a vision and dream about being a multi-millionaire, but there's so many steps before you get to the $1 million. It's like, why not just focus on time freedom, financial freedom, so you can get out here and sell Pokemon cards and really turn this into a passion that pays for itself. So all the money you make funds your collection, and it funds the shows and events. I'm going to go do shows and events, all of it, you'll see. But I'm just simply going to do that by figuring out a way to make $1,000 monthly to invest. So that's all I'm doing. So you can figure out creative ways to go out here and make $1,000 a month to pour into your new investment company for Pokemon, undervalued, underappreciated assets that we can go out here and negotiate for a lower price to sell at a higher price. That's really all it is. And obviously to do it ethically and morally, but to grow the sickest collection. That's the freaking vision and end goal. So if you don't have that type of passion and heart towards going to do something, it may be tough for you to stick with it, especially as it gets tough. But if your whole vision is always towards, I have to have fun with this, I have to create a legacy collection, and I get to live and enjoy the profits from a passion project, dude, what else is there? So another thing that I was thinking about doing with the profit money that I'll get from my Pokemon profits, because there's going to be some that I put into inventory, some that I put into my collection, some that's just into like growing the business side of it, the marketing and all of that. But I'll probably end up paying for a really cool Corvette out of this as one of the goals that I want. I want to do like a cool freaking Pikachu Corvette. And then I also just want to use the money to go travel around and go do these shows. Like, what else is there to do? So imagine you've got your service business making money. You got people there that work for you. You're just making enough money already to live. And then you go put 1,000 of that into now starting a passion project. So you're not just necessarily just feeding it all kinds of money. You still have to build up and make it fun. Because what's the point of just going and dropping it all in there and getting your collection up if it kills the passion? That would turn it more into like a true investment business. So we're, I don't know. We'll see how it advances as it goes and it grows. But, you know, I tell people as well that I've been mentored by 2 billionaires. So I've gotten a multi-million-dollar education. I've ran a 7-figure business. Again, I teach other individuals how to do that. So I just want to synthesize all of the stuff that I've learned towards something that's fun. And what better way to do that than with Pokemon plus building a collection? So I guess probably the next things that I'll do is I'll show you when I'm going out here to buy, like what I do. My thought process behind it, which I feel like is very valuable because we're trying to just cut out a lot of the noise, and the goal is to be successful. Like at the end of the day, what is success for me? It is to have fun. It is to collect a freaking amazing legacy collection that I can just have forever and pass down to my kids. This is a collection I don't have to sell. So imagine just like in my mind, it's like $1 million, multi-million-dollar collection that's just on the side that's mine. I don't even have to sell it because the business is also making enough money to support the inventory and the growing needs for the shows. Maybe I'll get into hiring mentees and teaching other, people how to do this for fun so I can show them how to make money throughout the journey. But there's a lot of fascinating things that we can do, and I want to share with you how somebody that grows 7-figure businesses does this and just the mentality as I go through it, because I really haven't even, I just decided like yesterday, after going through about 8 months of dwindling down all of these open cycles that I had in my life, I had so much stuff going on. I was advising 11 different businesses, to now being completely free of that and just going back to like being a kid again. Dude, I am tired of adulting. Like, not really in a sense, but I just want this to be fun. I don't have anything that I do for fun. And, of course, we're blessed and grateful to go travel, have a great family, all of that stuff. But I'm just saying, like, for me, one of the questions I ask people in life is, like, what do you want? Like, what do you want? A lot of people will say, I want to be a good dad. I'm like, that is for your children. Well, I want to be a good husband. I'm like, bro, that's for your wife. Like, what is it that you want from this life? And me, I wanted to grow a successful business, which I've done. I wanted to grow other people's successful businesses. I wanted to serve. I wanted to do all that. But then when I started looking for myself, like, I was just giving everything away, which is good. You want to give more than you receive. But to what end, man? Like, to what end if I'm not really benefiting myself? So this gives me even more fuel to get my other service businesses, to help other people out, so I can spend more time strategically focused on making this a full-time passion project. Like, you could go make millions of dollars in business. That's great. If you want to do that, that's fun and phenomenal. I'll even help you if you're interested in that. You want to get with me? I'll show you how to do some stuff you've never seen before. But there's other ways that I believe, and Pokemon can absolutely be a multi-million-dollar business as well. But you have to learn the skills, the trade, and you got to really immerse yourself into this. Use the tactical business side and the business acumen and fuse that together with the Pokemon passion and synthesize it, mix it together so that what it produces at the end is the vision that I currently hold, which I would be sitting with a legacy collection that I own, a living collection that I add to. I'd have a plethora of inventory, probably $250,000 always of revolving inventory, and I'd have enough cash coming in from that to pay for all of the shows, the traveling, everything else. That's the freaking mission, baby, and that's what we're going to be going for. And I just want to be my authentic self, man. I don't want to have to impress nobody. If you resonate with me, we resonate. If we vibe, we vibe. I'll give a lot of business insight and value away for absolutely free. again, and being mentored by 2 billionaires, I learned success principles and secrets that were usually kept for the elites. And I was able to learn those and apply those to businesses and grow rather quickly. I won like Entrepreneur of the Year in my local area. I've been to the Elite Millionaire course. I've spoken in private rooms all over the country. Won all kinds of stuff. This is my passion, though, and I'm excited to keep it going. Y'all, if you want, hit the like button, subscribe, do all the Facebook or the YouTube stuff, man. Support me in this. This is something that I've been wanting to do, and through that, I'll throw you some value back by teaching you how to do whatever it is that you want to do. It doesn't matter as long as we set a destination. What do you want from this life? I love y'all. I'll talk to you on the next one.